Hello everyone and welcome to Games, Comics and Crafts.
In this video, I'll be looking at Transformers issue 11. Okay, so this is the latest issue of Transformers. Couldn't get the cover I wanted because it wasn't available, but I did at least get one with Shockwave on it, so that's very, very good. Um, yeah, again, another good issue. Uh, Beachcomber is pretty annoying in this one. So, the portal to Cybertron has been opened. Obviously, you can see Cybertron out is bigger than Earth. Beachcomber is kind of like, oh, there's stuff in the sky. Let's kind of like go and see what's going on. So he goes and has a wander around. Um, RC and Ultra Magnus are kind of having a bit of a chat while he's being repaired. She duffs up Elite One because basically Elite One just basically calls her a cow and kind of running away again as well. And they're happy, and they say about Shockwave basically did this to Ultra Magnus, and that now that Cliff Jumper and Prowler there, that they obviously need to be rescued, which just makes sense. Magnus is weird because I'm not too sure if he's big or small. He looks quite big, I suppose. Um, Shockwave again is basically shrugging off the repair of Ravage. Soundwave is kind of like, oh yeah, we can repair Ravage. Oh no, leave Ravage. He's old news. And then the Combaticons are kind of saying, oh, can we repair our two people that have been injured? No, let's screw them as well. We're not going to do them either. So I think there's going to be a little bit of an uprising in the Decepticon camp at some point in time. They see that this thing's coming through on the portal. A little one basically says, again, as a go at Prime for leaving as well. And they basically decide, okay, we need to go in there. We need to go and rescue people. We need to go and shut this teleport down. Elite One explains, sorry, RC explains that the portal is probably goes to the location of Cybertron because that's how she came through. So they'll kind of start gearing up, ready to go. And off they pop. Now, this is the bit that kind of annoys me about Beachcomber. Beachcomber can kind of say, "What's going on? Oh well, there's a big thing coming through the sky. That's all right. We'll just bog off to somewhere else on the world and just ignore it. It's like it's Cybertron's coming through. You can't really ignore it. It's going to smash the planet up to pieces." And then they see a deer, and he remembers Prime basically being um, kind of regretful for killing the deer way back in issue 1. And it feels wrong, but we need to fight. We need to do something. We can't run and hide, which is kind of you can't. This is a bigger threat than just kind of moving away from an army or individuals. This is a planet that's arriving to smash the hell out of your planet. So that's never good. So Prowland, Cliff Jumper are here, getting bashed up by Soundwave. Cliff Jumper seems to be the worst for wear, and they pop through the portal, and they're already there to kind of do their thing. Unfortunately, it all gets a bit messy, and everyone kind of hesitates and kind of falls over each other to try and desperately kill Shockwave. And eventually it's Cliff Jumper. Cliff Jumper's dashed off as he tries to escape, and meanwhile Devastator appears. Love the Devastator picture. It's again this kind of sense of scale where you're looking up at it all the while. I think it looks fantastic. Um, and then comes from the portal is Wheeljack and a repaired Ultra Magnus, looking huge compared to everyone else. With his massive gun there that looks very reminiscent of the one that has come with the toy. But then as soon as he sees Shockwave, nope, can't handle it. Shockwave's tormented him too much over the last couple 100 years. He turns into his vehicle mode and just bogs off. That's it. And that's it. That's the end of the issue. So obviously there's a lot going on in this one. But yeah, I quite like this idea of this kind of nuances between individuals and the idea that kind of like they're sewing kind of stuff going on between the Decepticons without it being you know blatantly stupid where everyone's just backstabbing people and left and centre for the sake of it. There's actually seems to be motivation for it all. So the idea you've got injured teammates and that you want to kind of reclaim and Shockwave just basically having none of it is kind of enough to spur this incursion. And I think this is going to be probably how it's going to end up at the end of the day. And well, maybe the Autobots are going to shut down the actual teleporter, but I think the other Decepticons going to be the ones responsible for taking out the Shockwave. Next issue, issue 12, again, very cool cover. I'm not too sure if we've got another hiatus after issue 12, like we did last time, and I don't even know if they've. Presumably, we've still got the same creative team. They don't seem to have announced a new creative team for it, and issue 13 seems to be. I think it's been solicited already, so I'm not too sure. We've got Scarlet, we've got Destro, which I believe we've got Destro coming up soon. I've also got Scarlet 3 to review very, very soon as well. But yeah, Energon Universe, it's great, as it always is. It seems to be consistently good, building up to a decent conclusion to at least this arc of the story. My only problem is, hopefully we don't go to, devastatingly earth-destroying machinations every 6 issues, 7 issues, because then it just gets like, it's like not be funny. It's like new Doctor Who, where there's always something going to destroy the planet, and it's sort it out, and it's that's really good, and then it goes along again, and there's another one. You can do small stories. Just saving your teammates should be a story. You don't have to destroy Earth all the while. So hopefully we're going to see it, and hopefully we're going to start seeing some interactivity with G.I. Joe once G.I. Joe starts in November, which I think is why we might have hiatus for this one. So we're going to see some more interweaving with Cobra and G.I. Joe and maybe Destro and all this kind of stuff. And as of yet, I don't believe we have an announcement for any new miniseries that are going to take place after Destro or Scarlet. So maybe that's it. Maybe we're just going to have the 3 core books: Transformers, Void Engineers, Void Rivals, and G.I. Joe, which will be good. I like that. So that's about it, like I say, for this one. So thank you for listening to me ramble on again about Transformers, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Thanks very much. Bye bye.